Buen viaje. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Bitch Bible Podcast. I'm your host, Jackie Schimmel, looking like Xenon girl of the 21st century meets John Benet Ramsey, fresh as a daisy. How are we doing? I would like to start the show this week with two testimonials from yours truly, deep from the depths of my subconscious. Two things I need to emotionally purge. I will say this till my dying days. And I mean this so earnestly and so authentically. The Bitch Bible listeners, okay, all four of you are the greatest listeners. And I'm not going to hit you with a condescending name, okay? I would never do that to you. I never have and I never will. The listeners and consumers of this podcast are such a elevated tier of human beings. And I want to look you dead in your retinas. And I want to thank you for being so funny, so cool, and so not fucking weird. Because I need to tell you this, it's a fucking rarity. I've been going on other podcasts recently. And when I tell you that it has opened the floodgates to these fucking idiots, I don't have the bandwidth right now to navigate, to really emotionally navigate the amount of stupidity that exists on the internet. And everyone is so quick in those phalanges to leave a quippy little comment that's not smart and not funny. And my favorite group of humans are the AcTuALLy girls. We're going to call them AcTuALLys, okay? Because they are the ones. I did Morgan's podcast was it this week? This week. And the amount of women that slid into my DMs, okay, being like, actually, Jackie, hard-boiled eggs. I was making fun of my friend for having hard-boiled eggs in her Birkin bag when it was 100 degrees out. Given my circumstances, I thought that omitting a hard-boiled egg scent out of a gorgeous, $20,000 tote felt irresponsible. It was wafting. The eggs were wafting. I made a joke to a friend saying, a hard-boiled egg in a Ziploc bag is a travesty of a snack given this climate. The amount of DMs I got from women being like, actually, hard-boiled eggs are an essential protein, low calorie, high choline, and are directly linked to risking your risk of dementia. So do your research. I want to say, why don't you do your fucking research? Why don't you get on your computer and Google how not to be a fucking loser, okay? And then get back to me. Circle back. It blows my mind. I was making a joke about my grandma having a UTI, okay? Just two girls gesturing. Now, I understand that a UTI can be deadly, can be lethal, can lead to sepsis, okay? Been there, done that, okay? I've lost a family member to sepsis. I would still make jokes about it. There's nothing that could ever be applicable to me, to you, to the closest part of my heart that I wouldn't make jokes about. Just because you are living in a vortex of dumb fuckery doesn't mean I need to stoop down to your level. And I say this, Audrey, with such sincerity. I promise you, actually, I promise you, any dumb fuck that's leaving these impassioned comments, okay, just rectifying humorous conversations for sport. I promise you this. You may have friends. You may have family, okay? You may have loved ones. But I can guarantee that they're stupid also. So their validation means nothing because you know what it is? Let's dial it back. Hooked on phonics. I'm really on a roll here. You're stupid. You're annoying and you're not fun at all. Repeat after me. You're stupid, you're weird, you're a buzzkill, and you're not funny at all. You're stupid, you're weird, you're a buzzkill, and you're not funny at all. Repeat that to yourself 16 times as a mantra and get the fuck over it. There's nothing anyone could say. There's nothing that anyone could say to me. The most personal, exploitive, devastating, traumatic moments of my life, You could make a joke to me about it at any time of any day, and I would LOL, raffle, lollipopter, and never leave a stranger a fucking comment. You know why? Because I'm not stupid, I'm not weird, I'm not a buzzkill, and I'm a hoot and a half. Get on board. These people. What was the other one? Oh, it was the UTI, it was the eggs, it was all of the things, just nitpicking, mincing a conversation and wringing it out like a sponge, taking all the joy out of a chit chat. Who hurt you? You're not funny and you're a buzzkill. There's nothing worse. I hate that person at a dinner. I hate actually, you suck. Okay? I promise you. I promise you this isn't a matter of opinion. I promise you, you suck. And low key, anyone that I would respect would also fucking hate you. So take that with you on your journey. What else is new? Oh yeah, I'm fucking pregnant, everyone. So all of you evil cunts can stop DMing me and commenting that I'm fat. Okay? I wanted to be cool. I wanted to be demure and mysterious and like just coquettish and like French with tendrils and be like 6.5, 7 months pregnant, be like, LOL, baby loading, and just like be like really like discreet about it. Be like, baby due, like I'm in my 3rd trimester, like whatever, and just be chill and cool and French about it. But guess what? I don't have the emotional endurance to deal with one more person calling me fat on the internet. I am fat, okay? I'm fat and I'm pregnant. Get over it. So that's why I've decided to share with the world. I really was trying to be cool. I've been wearing a lot of like baggy intentional clothing. I've been doing decoy martinis, all of the things. I've been trying to, what is it called? When you, oh my God, with Josie and the Pussycats, subliminal messaging. Thank you. Did everyone just follow along what was happening there? Subliminal messaging. Josie and the Pussycats, one of the greatest movies of our time, when they put the subliminal messaging in the music so that people like abusive consumerism, ding, 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 start buying all the Josie and the Pussycat products that they don't need. Okay. I was trying to, I don't know if it's subliminal messaging, but I was trying to kind of hide, for lack of better words, or dissuade you. Is dissuade a word? Go with it. That I was with child by posting like rogue martinis, like dropping in little things here and there on the podcast, talking about cocktails and sushi and oysters. I was lying, okay? I'm fucking pregnant. I'll tell you what put me over the edge this week. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I went on Jeff Lewis Live. I wore a very intentionally oversized jacket and low-rise jeans and was trying to like do the thing like, oh my God, I'm just swimming in fabric. That never works, by the way. Like we need to go on record and just say that never works unless you are just a skinny slut of a bitch and you can do a baggy shirt and baggy pants. If you're like in limbo or somewhere in between, you gotta go tight because extra volume doesn't help anybody. So I learned that the hard way, and the comments were, you know, somewhat brutal. Like, ooh, somebody's been making chunky choices. What happened to Jackie? Wow, eating, like, just, you know, commenting. And normally that would not bother me. But given the circumstances, I was like, fuck, okay. Then this week I go to Molly Sims' birthday party at her house, okay. Sports Illustrated cover girl Molly Sims. And everyone is looking hot and snatched and gorgeous and just like a click away from a photo shoot on a beach. Now, I had a couple strategic outfit options. I thought, you know what? I don't want to hijack her birthday and do a pregnancy announcement. So I'm not going to wear like a super tight dress. But I wore this, what a waste of an outfit too. I wore this beautiful mirrored Bottega Veneta like runway shirt that I got years ago. and that I only wore once to I bought it the last time I was fucking pregnant. I wore it to the Harry Styles concert when I was pregnant. And I thought, if I wear this and then I go buy bigger size leather pants that I can kind of sit below my fupa, like maybe I could do like a cool baggy pant, like open shirt vibe. The footage came in and it looked like Shamu's sister rolled through to the Palisades for a birthday party. I don't know my angles just in general, and I don't know my angles whilst trying to conceal a pregnancy. So I was trying to use humans to cover my body, but instead just was accentuating kind of my bump. It wasn't great. And I got at least, I would say 11 to 13 accidental DMs of people sending the photo to their friend or their sister or whoever, their gay brother, being like, whoa, look, Jackie's looking big. And they accidentally sent it to me, which is just, like exactly what I felt like seeing. I was like, and I'm showing Andrew, I'm like, do I look big there? Like, do I look pregnant? And he's like, no, you look great. Meanwhile, I look very pregnant in all these photos. I look inflamed or pregnant. You know what Jeff Lewis said to me? He's like, you need to tell people you're pregnant because it's painfully obvious. I said, okay, thank you. He's like, you're either pregnant or you have some type of like a medical condition. And then I started assessing. It's like, I either look pregnant or like I have an ovarian cyst that's about to rupture or some type of tumor in my fupa. So those are not great options. They're not party friendly. So I've just decided to come out with it and share my tale. Really not because I wanted to, but because you evil fucking cunts on the internet calling me fat. And if you think for fun that I didn't hop on over to your page and do a quick physical aesthetic assessment, you're dead ass wrong. And I can promise you, any of you fucking bitches calling me fat and ugly on the internet, your husband, it would take 34 seconds of me laying my A game to swoop on them. So don't fuck with me, okay? Would never, okay? I'm a girl's girl. But just know that if you fuck with me, I am a woman of vengeance and a lot of free time, okay? I'm sober and I'm looking for a pastime. So unless you're Giselle Bundchen, you better shut the fuck up because I'm going to start, I don't know, a PowerPoint presentation on maybe some things you could fucking work on. And I will slide into your DMs and I will ruin your fucking week. For fun, okay? With a twinkle in the eye and a shimmer in the heart. Do not fuck with me. It is I, the swampy summer princess, here to talk to you about something important. The summer months are fast approaching, and we all know how miserable it is to wake up in the middle of the night in a puddle of sweat, okay? That is why you need the easy breezy Boll and Branch sheets, okay? Right now, you can get 20% off your first order during the Boll and Branch Memorial Day sale. I first started with the signature sheets, okay? They are to die for. They also have like matching pillowcases, a waffle blanket. These are the best sheets ever. Like, I can't believe it took me so long. They're gentle on the skin. They have ultra clean materials. They're free from harsh chemicals. They wear beautifully. They look like high end, like thousands and thousands of dollar sheets. They're silky smooth. I sleep like a dream. Get 20% off your first order plus free shipping during the Memorial Day sale at bollandbranch.com/bitchbible with code bitchbible. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND, branch.com/bitchbible. Code bitchbible to get 20% off. bollandbranch.com/bitchbible. Code bitchbible. Exclusions apply. Oh, I love this company. Okay, when it comes to skincare, there's so much BS out there. Okay, there's always like a new serum or a tincture or a witch's brew. Okay, here's a tip from Aunt Jackie. One of the most important things you can do for your skin is something a lot of people overlook, and that's wear sunscreen. Okay. I die for Osea. Osea's marine screen. It is a brand new mineral sunscreen that's SPF 50, lightweight, fragrance free, and powered by the same seaweed that they're known for. Their body balm and their oil, the body oil, you guys have to try this. I use it every single day. I've been like putting it on my stomach, and I used it with Clyde. Like, I just love it. I have the most sensitive skin. I break out. I get these little bumps. I have worn Osea for a million years, and you have to try it. Osea's new marine screen is sunscreen for the sun you live in. And right now we have a special discount just for you. Get 10% off your first order site-wide with code Jackie at OseaMalibu.com. That's code Jackie at OSEA Malibu.com. Wait, side note, can I just tell you how toxic and perfect my son is? I dropped him off at school today. Oh God, now I'm one of these people. Don't worry, by the way, I'm not going to like hijack this show into like my pregnancy journey. I would never do that to you. Literally nobody cares. I barely fucking care. I'm already bored with it. Everyone's like, are you so excited? And I say, excited isn't the word. You know what I'm excited for? Wait. I am excited because come 6 months postpartum, I'm due in November. I am getting surgeries. Okay, I want everyone on the count of 3. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3, surgery. Give me an S. Give me a U. Give me an R. R. Give me a G. G. Give me an E. E. Give me an R. R. Give me a Y. Why? What does that spell? Surgery, baby. I've already mapped all of this out. I'm going for a consultation whilst pregnant because this guy really books up. Okay. And I'm not doing a botch job. There's going to be a GoFundMe. What should I do? Maybe I should do like a luncheon, a surgery luncheon, like a charity luncheon. Okay. This is what we're doing. We're workshopping this. The surgery is going to cost a solid 6 figures. So I need to fundraise because I really have no wiggle room. Like I can't just do like the local Groupon plastic surgeon for these tits. Like I have to go to the best because these tits this is not an easy procedure. Because I don't want to get an implant. So I need to do a reduction lift. I'm not doing a fat transfer. I need to remove fat from the body. So we're going to do a lift reduction. But then also while I'm under, okay, I'm looking for a bang for the buck. I'm thinking a mini tummy tuck, or do I go full Monty? I'm not sure. I got to get pricing. Because like maybe I'll hit it hard at the gym if it's like going to save me a little extra money. We're going to do some form of a tuck, and then we're going to do some form of a suck, okay? A sucky. Do we do lipo like in the face, lipo in the backs of the arms, and then lipo on the sides? I want to be lipoed the fuck up, okay? Lipo, tuck, suck, lift, all of the things. But because it's going to be so ghastly expensive by the way, first the yard, then the surgery, a lot of funds coming out, okay? And a second child, which I'm going to need to outsource childcare because I don't really do the newborn stage. It's not for me. Those 3 months, I'm hands off deck. I think this go around, I'll be more prone to like skin on skin, like nesting, like snuggle time. I wasn't really into that with Clyde, and it shows. He didn't get a lot of skin contact, and I think that's why he's like, I mean, honestly, a dream. I think it's why he's like low-key independent and like just the greatest vibe of all time. But the first 3 months I'm fully outsourcing. Like it's not like I'll do the bare minimum there. I really thrive as a parent from like 9 months on. Once they start like lifting their head and developing a personality, then I'm game on. Once they turn 2, I'm fucking locked in. Once they get a personality and like spunk, we're off to the races. But those early months, I mean, I cosplay it pretty well and I pretend, but dying inside. So I'm thinking of hosting a fundraiser luncheon where it'll be, I don't know, we'll do like a tiered coursed something. And then all of the proceeds. So it'll be a write-off for you if you want to come It'll be a total tax write-off. And then all the money will go to a charity organization that is entitled Jackie Needs Surgery. Okay. It's Make-A-Wish Foundation adjacent. We'll go somewhere lovely. I'll probably rent out my local community center and I'll have Clyde perform. I mean, money can't buy those tickets. And then, you know, we'll just like have cocktails and like buffet style dining. It'll be a pretty hodgepodge operation, but you'll know, like you'll have a great time knowing that the money goes to a great cause. If you think I'm joking, I'm not joking. I've been floating doing a very intimate dim the lights show at the same venue where I had my bat mitzvah for like 250 people tops. I'd like it to be less. I'd really love like 150 people and have like a full, like a bat mitzvah redo where I come out with like a DJ and in a sad little outfit and we literally dance and drink and eat and operate the show as a bat mitzvah. And then instead of like a candle lighting ceremony, I'll come out and do the dim the lights tour or the dim the lights show. And then we just literally have a bat mitzvah party. So maybe I could incorporate the two of those into like the fundraiser. I don't know. We're going to workshop it, but that's what I'm doing. And I don't really remember how I started. Okay, surgery. What was before surgery? Oh my God, Clyde this morning. I dropped Clyde off at school and there's a new kid in his class and the kid is crying because it's like one of his first days of school. And actually, I can hear, by the way, I hear Aubrey all day long. Actually, it's not school, it's daycare. I get that comment all the time. Can you please stop calling your son's childcare situation school? It's not school, it's daycare. Thank you, Aubrey. You fucking loser. So I dropped Clyde off at daycare. And this kid is, the second Clyde gets into the classroom, he's popping off the pages. He's so excited to be there. Life of the party. He's like, I'm here. Literally, he walks into a room and goes, I'm here. Which is I literally want to take his whole face and I want to bash it against the desk. And then I want to rub it in like French butter and just put a radish on it and eat him. I can't take it. I'm so obsessed with him. Soulmate. Like the second one, will pale in comparison. I just want you to know, clip it and play it at my second child's bar or bat mitzvah because it doesn't get better than Clyde for me. And that's okay. Maybe Andrew will love the next one more, but Clyde is my forever. That's fine. He walks in, he goes, I'm here. And as soon as this little boy sees a parent, he starts unraveling. He's like, I miss my mommy. I miss my daddy. I want daddy. And Clyde is so bummed out that he just got into the classroom. He's ready to fucking party. And this buzzkill, okay, is now crying and demanding all the attention in the room. Clyde runs up to the kid. Mind you, all the other kids are like, oh, it's okay. They're like kind of like helping him and like supporting him and like being sweet or at least like feigning empathy. Not my son. My son runs right up to him and goes, why is he crying? And the teacher's like, oh, he just misses his daddy. And Clyde literally puts his hand out like this and he goes, my daddy's not here. Let's dance. And starts like gyrating, like is just that is me. That is me. That is me. That is me. It's like, okay, you're a bummer. Let's dance. Like just trying to change the narrative of the room because it's making him uncomfortable and he's ready to fucking go. And he's like, can't this bitch put a pin in it? My dad's gone. Your dad's gone. Let's dance. And I was like, God, that's my bitch right there. Oh, so cute. What else? I mean, I'm pre-recording this, but I am going to Montecito this weekend. I'm very excited about that. It's not great. I don't want to go to new places. I don't want to try new things. I don't. I want to go to the same fucking hotel. I want to stay in the same fucking room. I want to eat the same tacos. I love it there. Bury me alive at the Rosewood Miramar Beach. I don't care. It's gorgeous. It's clean. It's 40 minutes from my house. I will go there 400 times. I don't care. And Andrew's always like, should we try this or should we go up here? Or should we do this place instead? I'm like, why would we ruin a good thing? Like, why would we ever veer from perfection? It's adult Disneyland. It's literally adult Disneyland. Okay, that's what Clyde calls it. He calls it Mommy's Disneyland because it is Mommy's Disneyland. I want to lay like Shamu on that beach, okay? Just being fed shrimp tacos and like virgin pina coladas and feel the wind in my hair. There's something about Montecito that just tickles my pickle. I love Santa Barbara. Now, I love Santa Barbara. I love the bougainvillea on the side of the freeway. I love how close it is. It is magical heaven to me. Magical heaven. So I'm very excited about that. Andrew and I are celebrating our anniversary. How many years has it been? I should ask him. Is it 8 or is it 9? No, it will be 9 because I remember for our 8th wedding anniversary, I told him that 8 was my lucky number when it kind of is 8, but it's really more 9. And I told him that 8 stood for infinity and he needed to upgrade my ring. He's like, shouldn't we wait till 10? And I was like, the aliens are coming. No, it's infinity forever. We're going to do it now. So that was 8. So 9. What is a 9th? I'm probably not getting a present this year, which is fine because, well, is it? I don't know. 9-year. I always pick whichever is more favorable to me because they do like a traditional gift or then a modern wedding day anniversary. So, don't love this. Okay. A traditional 9-year wedding anniversary gift is pottery. You know what? I could work that in my favor, actually. And willow, which symbolizes a flexible relationship. I don't have a lot of flexibility in my relationship, so we're not, I mean, is he supposed to buy me a willow tree? That's not happening. And I don't believe in flexibility at all in this relationship. So we're going to ixnay that. Now, pottery could be interesting because I have been expanding my Janori collection because I only really have the pink and other little trinket pieces, but I would like to get a full set of, how many plates do I have? I only have 10 plates, but I would love to have 20 for a dinner party. So I could go green, blue and pink. It's too gender reveal. And the yellow is too Goyim Easter. I feel like pink and green is just kind of my color palette. So I'm probably going to do that. Now, a modern 9-year wedding anniversary gift is leather or copper. Copper's not going to work unless I'm like looking to do the plumbing again. Leather, I could get down on the get down with the leather, but I'm trying not to buy any new purses. LOL. We'll see how long that lasts. There is a Bottega Veneta at the Rosewood. So, maybe I prime with some cocktails and then shove them in there. Be like, diaper bag, LOL. Leather. I'm trying not to buy anything because, this yard. How do we feel? And please don't send any feedback. How do we feel about vein and travertine? Limestone, it's too bright, guys. I've been at the stone yard like 5 times this week because I really cannot fuck up my materials. My color palette, work with me here. I'm thinking about doing vein in travertine decking. I know when people say travertine, they think 1983 Palm Desert like track home, but that's not the travertine. I'm not doing like that rustic, dirty travertine. It is, I need something that has a little color to it, especially outside full sun. That like limestone is so bright. It's very, very sterile. It's blinding, especially because I have a ranch style house that wraps around the yard. It's a lot of white. You know what I mean? So I think a travertine is like a creamier finish and will just look like timeless hotel-y. And I think for my pool color, I'm going to do like a lighter kind of sagey, I forget what it's called, but like a lighter pool color. And then for the pool tile, I've been doing a little bit of experimentation. I'm going to get porcelain marble. Look, you can't put marble in a pool, but I'm thinking if I can find a porcelain tile that is a marble looking kind of like a Carrera gold, not like Carrera with gray veining. For me, gray, we always stay away from anything that reads gray. Charcoal, blue, that doesn't work for me. So I'm always going to go creamy green. I'm thinking about doing like a green, white, kind of alternating Zalige and or porcelain stone looking tile for the pool line. And then for the fireplace area, I'm gonna cut out the travertine. It's gonna be an insert of like a checkerboard. I found this amazing. It's almost like a pinky marble. And then I found a green, like a dark green marble and like a white marble. And I'm thinking of doing some type of a cool pattern just for the little sitting area outdoors with the fireplace inlaid into the travertine with a border, just to create some type of like dimension and separation of space that will be separated with like a little hedge. You guys, it's going to be good, but it is, that fundraiser there. We might be going global with those fundraisers. Which reminds me, I'm going to open a charitable LLC after this. Should I do a gender reveal next week? This is the thing about pregnancies. We really got to milk it for all it's worth because time has stood still. It has stood still. And I've been feeling like, starting this week, I'm feeling like kind of fucking great. Like I'm hitting my flow zone. The last couple months have been difficult for me. Just, not having an appetite is something that sucks. Like food is so important to me. It's such a source of joy. And when you don't like feel like anything and you're tired and you're icked out, it's annoying. At bare minimum, it's annoying. But I do have a pretty dialed in pregnancy service setup, which I will link in the newsletter, because I think that any woman that is, honestly, you don't even need to be pregnant for this. This is just a great gift to send to your husband to buy for you. I bought on Etsy an antique like breakfast tray so that I can have like all my meals propped up, and it's like hand painted chinoiserie adjacent perfection. Then from Amazon, I have a Waterford adjacent crystal bell that you can ring for snacks or verbal abuse. I mean, on their end, not on our end, obviously. Wait, hold on. We'll get back to that. That's it. You just need a bell and a tray. It's not really that important. Last week, I verbally assaulted Danny from the Valley. I did not realize that it was about to get worse. And joke's on me. I watched the Valley last night, and a lot of people are like, how are you even watching it? It's so dark. Okay, I've seen worse. I metabolize it pretty easily. Danny, I'm not going to do the thing that I did last week because I just don't want to give it too much breath. This man needs to be bullied. This man needs to be verbally assaulted. And I just want to say that I volunteer my services. I would be even better in the flesh. The way that he speaks to his wife, he needs to get dick punched a couple times. I hope she goes the fuck off on him. Okay. We have celebrated just being pleasant too much. Being nice is not a real attribute. Being nice is a cosplay. It is a behavior. It is a practice. It is not the way of the future. And we need to bring back bullying. If Danny is not the perfect example of it, I don't know what is. This man has gotten too much free reign. He's gotten one too many fucking gold stars on his forehead, okay, with those little ripped jeans. He is a rat, and he needs to be exterminated, okay? Verbally. Like somebody, Lala kind of hit it, and she's in an awkward position because Nia is her friend, and they're staying in a home together, and you really can't step into your friends' relationships. Like, I would never do that. I really wouldn't, and I'm like a lot of bark, but I'm bark and bite. But you have to be kind of careful. Like if Nia was one of my closest friends, I would probably pull her aside privately and be like, you need to fucking, like, I'd give her a pep talk. I do this with all of my friends all the time. Like, I will prepare them and like amp them up, like Rocky Balboa in the corner with like a shoulder rub and be like, you're going to go in there and you're going to lay the fucking law down. And usually I get away with it because I keep it somewhat neutral publicly. But that man is an exception to the rule. And he needs to really, really, really get the shit beat out of him. And I volunteer. Okay, I'll go to Santa Clarita. Is it near an outlet mall? Is it on the way to Cabazon? Because if so, I'll make a quick pit stop. I'll tell you something about me, okay? If I'm going to socialize and be held against my will past 8:30 at a dinner or birthday party, Jackie Schimmel usually is going to need a couple teenies. And the worst part is, I don't really bounce back the next day like I did when I was 22, okay? The best thing I've done to take care of brittle little future me is making sure my first drink of the night is Z-Biotics pre-alcohol. Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's the buildup of this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for rough days after drinking. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to make pre-alcohol your first drink of the night. Drink responsibly, and you'll feel your best tomorrow. From the first outdoor brunch of the year to the start of wedding season and Memorial Day plans, May's social calendar is officially nonstop. Don't let one long night keep you from the rest of your weekend. Drink pre-alcohol to stay on your game and make the most of every sunny Saturday. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/bitchbible and use the code bitchbible at checkout for 15% off. Jacqueline Schimmel is known for so many things, but being fiscally responsible, I would say, is not one of them, okay? As the creator of AcTuALLy, it is so important that I uphold my namesake and regularly buy an overpriced obscure Italian bowl from my local antique mart, okay? But we gotta watch the finances because I've got a backyard renovation on the horizon and it is time to tighten up. That's where Rocket Money came in, okay? My fave Rocket Money feature is their automatic transaction categorization across accounts. They also have customizable categories and tags to reveal spending patterns. It is like your own little accountant that helps you watch your budget and kind of keep you in the know when it comes to your spending. And we all need that. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Join at rocketmoney.com/Bible. That is rocketmoney.com/Bible, rocketmoney.com/Bible. In this week's edition of Not All Heroes Wear Capes, a 32-year-old woman pleads guilty in Canada's first ever DoorDash psychological warfare case. She sent her ex 1,847 orders of exactly one lemon. Her name is Cole. Nope, that's not her name. Brittany Coppersmith Whitfield, a legend. She was charged after sending Cole Pemberton, grade A pussy, nearly 1,900 deliveries placed over 241 days, each delivery containing exactly one lemon, okay? Lemons were sourced from 247 different restaurants and grocery stores, okay? She sent 1,400 standard yellow lemons, 41 Meyer lemons for warmth, 14 limes to keep him guessing, and one single bergamot described in court as elegant, okay? Now, with all very, very specific delivery instructions, okay? One lemon at a time. That's, just unbelievable. I guess actually the first delivery of lemons was 14, and then she narrowed it down, and she would give very specific directions, like hand it to him directly. He will know. Tell him she remembers. This is, Yolanda what's her name? Yolanda Foster fucking wishes, okay? Yolanda Foster is rolling around in her tick-clad fucking fields. Lyme's disease is no joke, mind you. But she loves her lemons, so should have sent them to Yolanda Foster. She sent them to the hospital while he was visiting his father. She sent him one during a job interview. The defense argued that the deliveries were fruit and therefore non-threatening, but the judge did not agree. The ex blocked her on every single platform after Lemon 14, so she used 11 different burner DoorDash accounts to continue. One driver said, "Only the lemon guy," before walking away. Apparently, Cole's new girlfriend has developed a fear of yellow. Like, this is ridiculous. Is this even true? I guess it is true. When asked for a comment, Whitfield said only this. He said, "I made everything sour, so I let him decide for himself." And Cole the pussy said, "I have a job, I have a girlfriend, and I did not ask for this." You should be so lucky, okay? I love a lemon. A lemon in a water, a lemon on a salad, lemon on a chicken piccata. Like, when could you not use a lemon? A lemon a day keeps the gynecologist away. I don't know. Of all things to get, I mean, he's lucky that she didn't send him bags of dog shit. Lemons are very courteous. Just like, put 9 in a bowl, pull a Shannon Bedore, do displays, lemons for days. Like, get the fuck over it. You're a buzzkill, you're stupid, and nobody thinks you're funny, Cole. Remember that. Can I please tell you how good it feels to just let my shit hang out? I feel like a new woman. Like, I'm just letting it all hang out. I just went and had a beautiful lunch by myself. I had a kale salad for optics, and then I just had a full fucking vodka sauce pizza just to keep the shakes at bay. And I have to tell you, does Jackie Schimmel still have the taste for an ice cold martini? You betcha, Iris. Every time I see someone, when I hear the shake of a vodka martini, like anywhere within a 10-mile radius, I get a little twitch in the labia, because the way that I would slam one of those right now, like, nothing sounds better. When I see those ice chips afloating, I want to put my ice skates on and start doing triple axels, because still very much so have the taste. It's very, very hard for me. Very hard for me. But I'm like breathing again, and oh God, I'm like really in my zone. I'm about to fucking go off the rails, and then a little nip, a little suck, a little tuck, a little stitch, a little cut, all the things. Okay, we have a lot to discuss. And by a lot, I mean really not that much. Oh my God, I realized earlier what I meant to tell you about Clyde, I completely disassociated from. So my friend Kelly, God bless her, shout out, she's got 2 phones. Inside joke, LOL. My friend Kelly and her 2 phones that she brings everywhere because she's a fucking show off, and she likes to let everyone know that she has a work phone, which is passive aggressive, because guess what? So do I. You know, I literally went to Verizon and opened a secondary phone line and got a second phone just so that I could bring both of them to lunch with my friend Kelly with her fucking 2 phones as she's conducting business, clip it and send it to her. So she texted me and she's like, "Hey, do you have Samsung?" And I said, "Yes, Kelly, I do have Samsung TVs." And she goes, "I'm about to change your life. Channel 1919. Did I talk about this already? Did we discuss this a couple episodes ago? If I did, just fast forward." She goes, "Go to channel 1919, 1919. Okay. The channel is called Real Housewives Vault. And all they do is play just a myriad, an array, an assortment of random vintage Real Housewives episodes from all franchises. So every time you turn the TV on, if you just keep it on channel 1919, which I have changed every single TV in this house. You know what's another embarrassing thing? I counted how many TVs we have in this house, and God forbid we walk 4.5 feet without a television. We have 12, was it 12 or 13? We have 12 TVs in this house. I mean, that's just appalling. That's just disgusting. Like, we're trash filth, okay? We're not reading books. We're not just like, you know, listening to the breeze. We're watching TV in this house pretty heavily. And on all 12 of those TVs, when you turn them on, the base setting is 1919. So I had it on in the kitchen the other day. I was making dinner. I made Clyde a little snack, a little crudité, if you will. And the episode was Real Housewives of New Jersey. Is it season 1, the finale, where Teresa flips the table on Danielle Staub and calls her a prostitution whore and that she was engaged 19 times? I believe that's season 1 finale episode. So Clyde is fully locked the fuck in. And oh my God, the way that Teresa's hairline was merging with those eyebrows, season 1 is a mystery to me. Like, what did we do there? Or did we do like a laser? It was probably a laser situation. I feel like all the Kardashians also had their hairlines like perfectly lasered. That's a level of maintenance. Like, I'm not really looking that hard. I have friends that get like Botox in their ears. And I got to tell you, I look in the mirror, I slap a little lip gloss on, and I keep it fucking moving. Like, as you can tell, I'm not getting out the magnifying glass, okay? I was hugged too much as a child. I'm not really looking that deep. But God bless them, you know? In the pursuit of perfection, it's so toxic and gorgeous. And honestly, same. Give me a year. Give me a year. You bitches won't know what fucking hits you, okay? So we're watching the scene. They're at the brownstone, and Carolyn drops the Cop Without a Badge, or whatever the book is, that's about Danielle Staub and her like alleged kidnapping and being arrested and being engaged 19 times. Kind of that tell all about Danielle Staub. And Clyde's eyes, like, he had not blinked in like 3.5 minutes. He was so transfixed. And before you fucking come for me, okay, these women are my Miss Rachel. And I grew up watching Melrose Place. My vocabulary is stunning. My sense of humor is just undeniable. And my natural street savviness, I didn't get from growing up in a middle upper class suburban neighborhood. Okay. I got it from watching television, and I'm hoping to give Clyde the same exact gift. Okay. I would say middle, whatever. Okay. So, I just don't want to like give the illusion that I was like a trust fund baby, because there's some like art curator with the Schimmel last name. I'd like to go on record and say that ain't me. Okay. Q, Kygo, and Selena Gomez. Wish, would love, but it ain't me. Okay. We went to the Hyatt Grand Champions once a year in Palm Desert. That was our big vacay. And I went to Hawaii twice as a kid. Okay. Not to brag, but I went to Hawaii twice. So let's not get crazy. What was I saying? So Clyde is watching the scene with Teresa flipping the table. Now I'm off doing God knows what at this point. I'm barely participating. And all of a sudden, you know, I see he's laughing hysterically when she goes, "You're engaged 19 times at my shows, you stupid bitch, you prostitution whore," and flips the table. And I'm laughing. Clyde's laughing. He looks at me and he goes, "Patitude ta whore," and flips his eco-friendly recyclable plastic, I don't know, some Scandinavian overpriced bullshit, green guard table that I bought for him, okay? Flips the fucking table and just is screaming, "Hooah!" And I swear to God, I got a little, first I was horrified and shocked, okay? Then I was so overwhelmed with pride that I got a little bit of a trickle, a little water just started to emit from my retina, because I was so proud of him, for just like locking in and giving an instant performance and fucking nailing it, and also just being so funny and cute. And then I was like, oh my God, I gotta nip this in the bud. So I was laughing so hard. And then I immediately like walked into the other room, locked it up, came back, put the table back, and I said, no. I don't actually probably didn't say that. I probably just was like, "Can I get you some more carrots? Beautiful work." Huge fan. He hasn't done it since. It's been 24 hours. The problem with a child like Clyde is that if you give it any type of an applause, any type of validation, it's a bit and then it sticks for months and months and months. So we just got him to stop calling me a dirty bitch. So I would love him not to be flipping tables, especially, at the Rosewood. I would like to go back, so I don't really need him flipping tables and calling people whores. But a girl can dream, really. Okay, now that I am pregnant, I want to tell you, hand to God, okay, I have been taking ritual prenatals this entire time. I've been taking ritual prenatals before I got pregnant. I take the ritual pregnancy and postpartum protein powder every single morning. I've got chocolate, I have vanilla. I kind of alternate with both. I also take their choline for neural, don't quote me on this, but like neural brain development or something. I don't know. I was so nauseous my first trimester, and anyone who's experienced it, like getting those prenatals down is rough, but not with ritual. They are so safe on your stomach. They have a delayed release capsule. So if you are prone to discomfort, shall we say, you take those ritual vitamins first thing in the morning, you're fine. Okay. Ritual is the #1 best-selling prenatal. It's no surprise why. It was created by a cynic for a cynic, and it's what I'm taking, and you should too. Don't settle for less than evidence-based support. Get 25% off your first month at ritual.com/Bible. Start Ritual or add the essential prenatal to your subscription today. Also, don't sleep on the protein powder. That's ritual.com/Bible for 25% off. The backyard reno is underway, okay? And even though we're just breaking ground, I have been updating everything in the yard for months, okay? I'm looking for furniture. I'm also redoing like window treatments. That's unrelated. But I have to tell you, oh my God, this is so true. Wayfair is like, do not sleep on Wayfair. The price points, like I said, are for everybody. They've got like really, really high end, like gorgeous light fixtures. And then they also have things that are like totally at an affordable price point. Another thing that Wayfair has that we need to start talking about is fabrics by the yard. So I'm doing new window treatments in Clyde's room and future baby room. And I ordered so many fabric samples from Wayfair this past week. They all came within 2 days. It was crazy. The shipping, I don't know how they do it. It is lightning fast. They have everything. Okay, if you want a grill, if you want tiles, if you want fabric, if you want rugs, if you want chairs, they have everything. And I mean, the shipping, the returns, the company is to die for. Get prepped for patio season specifically for way less. Head to wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's Wayfair, WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home. Also, little morsels of joy. I was just driving back from the mall, went to Zara to go pick up some like cute little shorts for Clyde. And by the way, if you like are wondering where I shop for my child, I will tell you. Because everyone's like, where do you buy cute kids clothes? Oh my God, this is becoming a kids podcast. I'm so sorry. Somebody come to my house and punch me in the throat. I'm done after this. Zara. I'm not putting my kid in a Givenchy tracksuit. You know why? Because I don't feel like bullying him. When I see these dumb fuck, let me tell you something. Because it's timely, because I'm going to see a bunch of them in T-minus 16 hours. When I walk into like a restaurant, like a high-end hotel, and I see these fucking kids, okay, walking around, specifically Givenchy really does something to me because I'm just like, oh my God, it's not even cool. You know what I mean? Or like Fendi, oh my God, like a Fendi fucking like set, like a Fendi fucking tracksuit. I want to kick those kids. I want to bully them. I want to pull them aside and be like, listen, you little dweeb fuck. What are you doing? Go like rub some dirt on your fucking polo shirt. You look like a nerd. That's what it is. They don't look cool. They don't look cute. They look like little fucking nerds, okay? No child, no 3-year-old should be walking around in a fucking Fendi bathing suit with a matching little overshirt. You look like a fucking dweebaconis. I can't do it. What was I saying? So yes, I go to Zara. Mini Rodini, so cute. Weird. Like if you want like a little tracksuit with rats on it, I just die for Mini Rodini. I think it's like the weirdest, cutest thing ever. There's another company I love that I can't think of. Anywho, so I'm driving back from the mall so I could get Clyde some cute new, just like budget-friendly shorts, you know, with child labor aplenty, just some like fast fashion, good for the environment. And there is this fucking electric blue Corolla riding my ass in a parking lot. There is a stop sign every 10 feet. Okay, so this is not the place to whip a nay-nay. We're in a literal parking lot. He's revving his engine. He's swerving to the left. He's swerving to the right. He's trying to like cut around me. We're in a 1-lane each way parking lot kind of road, like such, and I'm looking, I can't fucking help myself. I will get shot in the face one day. I'm looking in my side mirror and just giving him all the business. I'm like, okay, really? Like, are you going to be okay? He fucking zooms in front of me, nearly hits an oncoming minivan, probably full of like cousin fucker kids, okay? And races to the red light. Sure enough, we both end up at the same red light side by side. My window was already down, so I wasn't being confrontational. We know that I do love to do that. His window was also down, and he's blaring music. This kid is maybe 16 years old, 16, 17, tops, okay? And he's like revving his fucking Corolla engine and then speeds off. Sure enough, we hit another red light. Okay, we're now merging on the freeway, and I look over at him. He's put multiple lives at risk at this point, and I go, and he's looking at me, giving me a little fucking attitude, like I could run this fucker off the road if I felt like it. He doesn't know. I play ball. You want to tussle with a tiger, okay, on a Saturday? Full of sensible fast fashion Zara shorts for the kiddos? You don't know me, bitch. I will ruin your fucking day. I'll take down your license plate. I'll figure out who your car is registered to. I'll call your mom, and then I'll put you on blast, okay? I'll find where your employer is. Maybe you work at the Wetzel's Pretzels at the mall. I don't fucking know. I'm going to find out where you went to school, and I'm going to let them know that you're being a dick and you need your license revoked. So don't come for me unless I send for you. So we're merging on the freeway. He's revving and he's like, dry humping his fucking cloth interior. And I look over and I go, what a loser. So did I call a 16-year-old a loser today? Yes, I did. And it made me feel amazing. And I hope that if Clyde one day is whipping and nay-naying around in his fucking electric blue Corolla, that some other disgruntled, pregnant, fat bitch looks over at him, rolls her window down, and calls him a fucking loser. Because if it ain't me, I hope it's somebody else. Oh my God, another thing that I wanted to discuss. Am I even in frame because I'm schlumping? Okay, let me sit up and get prepared to discuss. So it's all over Instagram today. Bethany Frankel, she's posting 60 to 800 videos a day. Just the voiceover, she's dancing, she's showing her outfits, her bling, her crab, her whatever. I still have no clarity on the seafood shellfish allergy. We're never going to get answers. We're going to get answers for everything else that pertains to Bethany Frankel. We're going to know everything about everything except the fish allergy. And these are unanswered questions that I'm just going to have to deal with. So she posts a video. She's in New York for the Sports Illustrated kind of festivities, and she is wearing a pair of shoes that are made by Dina Manzo's daughter, who has a shoe company. And I've seen a lot of her content. She carries really cute, well-made, thoughtful shoes that are in a pretty decent price point. Maybe like, oop, got a text. Let's see who it is. Okay. I can't read that one. And it's just like very important. So she is showing her outfit. She's doing her voiceover, whatever. She's wearing Dina Manzo's daughter, who's named Lexi. Lexi's shoe collection. Now, it's a female-owned business. She's a young girl. The shoes are in a pretty approachable price range. Granted, I'm a crazy person that spends all of my son's future college tuition on shoes. So I think they're probably in like the $300 to $500 range, which I understand is expensive, but they're well-made, handcrafted shoes, okay? And you get what you fucking pay for. Allegedly, Bethany Frankel posts a link that are a dupe of Lexi's shoes. And Lexi gets on Instagram, and I guess she sent them a while ago. Bethany Frankel's worn them a couple times, hasn't tagged the company, but even more so than not tagging the company, then she links a dupe. Now, Lexi goes on Instagram and calls Bethany Frankel a weirdo, says you've worn my shoes multiple times. I'm a small business owner. I sent you these shoes. You never, not only didn't mention us, which is fine, I understand, but to then link like, a fast fashion Amazon or a mass produced dupe of my work is so not fucking cool. You're a weirdo. And just keeps calling her a weirdo, this, that, the other thing. Now, at first I was like, fuck that. Like, this is so like Team Lexi, obviously. Okay. And I can go back and forth on this. I'm going to say something that's going to surprise you. Okay. So Bethany Frankel posts a video and she says something about, you're not a business person because you're not thinking about the long game strategy here. And to blow my spot up online, once the shoes come into my house, they're my shoes. What I decide to do or tag is at my own discretion. And maybe the counter argument is that the shoes are at a price point that won't sell as well. So she found ones that were similar. You can go back and forth on this all day long. But what Bethany Frankel says, of course, it's riddled with self-important facts. I move product. I make millions of dollars. I get, like, God forbid bless her. God forbid she deliver a message, like, clearly and concisely that is not heinously marbled with self-indulgent, self-important facts about herself. Like, it's narcissism and we love her for it. Okay. Like, could she have not just delivered a direct message as a businesswoman, but instead needs to once again pound you with, well, you could have made hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales if you played the long game, but instead you burnt the house down. And what because I move product, I make millions of dollars. I've done business. I've made $100 million, like just hitting you left, right, sideways, up the ass, down the throat with her accomplishments, whilst also delivering a message that would have been actually beneficial to a lot of people, but like, God, it just gets so lost in the Michigas. I kind of agree with Bethany, because if she hadn't blown her spot up and just said, hey, Bethany, we saw, like, someone like Bethany, that doesn't work with, okay? And why would Lexi want to get into the mind of Bethany Frankel? She doesn't. But if she was really thinking long-term, she could have gone on Instagram and been like, hey, Bethany, this is Lexi. I'm the one that sent you those shoes. I'm so glad you're wearing them. I'm so glad you're liking them. Next time you tag, like, please, next time you link a shoe, this shoe is a mass-produced dupe of something that I worked really hard on. We're happy to send you more shoes if you want to try different styles out. And, obviously you're liking them, you're wearing them. If there's any reason why you linked a different shoe, please, like, really open to your feedback. If you think the price point isn't attainable or the height of the heel, whatever, like, really open to a dialogue. But, that's kookadoodle do. Now we're matching energies, okay? Because it's slightly passive aggressive, but to the naked, untrained eye is just like a woman in business, like, looking for constructive criticism. And who loves giving advice and feeling, important more than someone like Bethany Frankel. So if she would have worded it, you will learn from me. Keep listening to this podcast, because yo soy loco. I can get into the mind of everyone. I know how everybody on this earth operates. It is a burden that I carry, but like, if you give me 38 minutes with any motherfucker on this planet, I know how to talk to them. I know how to convince them. I know how to warp them. I know how to break them down. I know how to build them up, and I know how to get everything I need out of them in a short amount of time. Okay. And it's not coming from a manipulative place. It's coming from a overwhelmingly intuitive place. One that I wish I didn't have the gift, but I know how to dance. Okay. If Lexi would have called me and done that, Bethany Frankel would have contributed and there would have been a dialogue. It would have all been public, unfortunately, and it would have given press to Lexi's business. It would have created some form of a partnership where she, Bethany does move product, obviously. If the end game was to move product and sell shoes, that probably should have been the lane. Now, some people will argue that all press is good press, and this press is still going to drive people, especially people who can't stand Bethany Frankel, to Lexi's shoe company and purchase shoes, support her. So there's just two ways to go about it. But I'm always into a long game strategy, and I kind of agree. I do think Lexi could have played it better. Do I love that she blew her spot up and called her a weirdo? Yeah, obviously. Gave me a gay little chuckle while I was on the toilet. So constipated, I can't even really get into it. Like the level of constipation, I don't recall this from my first go. So deeply constipated. It's interesting. Well, on that note, I am going to go pack the car up and head west, everybody. Is it west? What did that dumb fucking bitch Heather McMahon say when she was escaping the fires in West Hollywood and she was too afraid to say publicly that she was headed to Montecito? So she said she was heading further west. Meanwhile, she was in fucking Malibu. Like, you can't go much further west. Or no, she was in Montecito and then she was going to Hawaii and she felt bad about going to Hawaii. So she kept saying, I'm going further west. From Montecito, there is no further west, okay? Unless you're swimming in the Pacific Ocean. I love her so much. I will be going further north. And thank you so much for listening. 5 stars on iTunes. Share with your friends, your family, your grandma, your brother, your boyfriend, your dog. I don't fucking care. Spread the gospel. Spread the good word. I'm so underrated. It's crazy. Love you. Bye.
Hi there, it's Becca Tobin. I am currently the mother of a 4-year-old, which means I have been through it, but I still have questions and maybe even a few answers. From surrogacy to toddler chaos, I have learned a lot and also not nearly enough. That's why I decided to launch Baby Gang, a 6-part series from the Lady Gang, where I'm getting real about fertility, parenting, and all the stuff nobody actually tells you. I'm bringing in some experts for the tough stuff and some other celeb moms and friends for parenting survival stuff. It's honest, it's messy, it's emotional, and yes, we are definitely laughing through it. Because whether you're in it, thinking about it, or just curious, we've got you. So join the Baby Gang wherever you get your podcasts.
At first, I didn't think it was real. I woke up to this blinding light, and I was transported to another place. Pluto TV. Then I heard a voice.
Come with me if you want to live.
There were thousands of movies and shows, and they were all free.
The truth is ours.
It's just so beautiful.
On Pluto TV, free streaming of Terminator 2, Fringe, Arrow, The 100, and The X-Files may cause excitement, loss of sleep, and sudden belief in extraterrestrials. No credit cards or alien encounters necessary. Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.